Welcome to the Heart of a Viking. This channel offers elementary art lessons taught by Mrs. Minto from the Cape Henlopen School District in Delaware. I look forward to virtually creating with you. There are new lessons posted weekly. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss a single one. So go grab your art supplies and your thinking caps and let's begin. Before we begin our project today, artists, let's do a quick review of the color wheel because today we want to focus on the warm and the cool colors in our project. So we're going to be using our color wheel, which is basically just the rainbow colors in a circle shape. So if you find red, the color beside it should be orange, then green, then blue, then purple, then back to red. Now, what happens with the color wheel is if you divide it just the right way, it tells you some secrets. And today the two secrets we want to find are the warm and the cool colors. So the cool colors are the colors that make you feel kind of cold inside whenever you think about them. The cool colors are all right beside each other: green, blue, and purple. The warm colors are the opposite. They're the colors that remind you of a warm summer day, kind of warm you up inside. And they're on the other side of the color wheel: yellow, orange, and red. Now there are a couple of colors that can kind of be both. So if you notice there's like a greenish yellow in between the green and yellow, well, that can go either way. If it's more yellow, it can be a warm color. But if it's more green, it should be a cool color. Same thing on the other side of the color wheel with the red violet. It can be warm if it has more red, but it can be cool if it has more of the purple in it. So in a color wheel, you just have to know how to read it. It's kind of like reading a story. So today we're going to be using the warm colors and the cool colors. So I'm going to be using the cool colors to paint the family members that are in my Keith Haring work of art here. And then I'm going to be using the warm colors to paint everything else. So I'd like for you to join me, make a plan, and decide whether you're going to use the warm or the cool colors for your family members, and then use the opposite color family for the background. All right, let's see how I do mine, and then you pick how you're going to do yours. Okay, artists, so I'm going to be using watercolor paints. If you don't have watercolor paints, you can use markers, crayons, colored pencils, whatever you like to work with. Okay, so I'm going to be using my cool colors first, and I'm painting inside of all of my family members with my cool colors. Now, I have some options here, obviously. I can paint them one blue, one green, and one purple, just like the cool colors should be. Or I can mix some of those cool colors together. So some of the cool colors, when you mix them together, they make some really awesome other cool colors. Now, the way that you can determine if you can mix them together is if they are beside each other on the color wheel. So I'll flash the color wheel back up here again in a second. And if you see two colors that are beside each other, they are going to mix to make something really fantastic. So with my blue here, if I wanted it to not just be blue, I could mix green with it. That would be appropriate. It would make a really cool color called blue-green. Or I could mix some purple with it and I could make a blue-violet. That would be pretty awesome as well. I think I'm going to stick with just blue for mine and then keep working along here. But you can feel free to mix together any cool colors that you want to make some additional colors that we don't have here in my regular watercolor set. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the background. Now remember, each of these symbols means something to me and my family. So I'm going to use the same color on the symbol the whole way through my painting. So anywhere where I see this zigzag line, I'm going to be painting it yellow. And then I will switch to a different warm color. Remember, we're using warm colors on the outside here. So I'm going to switch to a different warm color whenever I get to a different symbol. So I'm going to try to only use each color one time, which means I might have to use some of those mixing techniques we talked about with the cool colors. So just like with the cool colors, I can mix together two warm colors to get some additional colors. So I can definitely mix orange with my red. They're beside each other. That would look nice. I can mix orange with my yellow. Again, looks great. That would be a perfect choice to do. I can also mix some red with my orange. That would be a great way to get some really bright red orange. So I'm going to keep painting here with warm colors on my extra symbols that I have on the outside of my painting. Okay, so now I'm just going to do a little bit of touch-up. So I'm going to use the same colors that I used before, and I'm not going to change anything right now, but I noticed I missed a few spots, or there might be some colors I want to make a little bit darker. So basically, I'm just adding a little bit of extra paint, like a second coat on some of my colors that I just want to be a little bit brighter. So you can always do that too. I always encourage you to go back and increase your craftsmanship, which is the way in art that we say your neatness, or how your finished project will look. So I am increasing my craftsmanship, making it look nicer, making my colors look a little bit more even. So I'm going to spend a few minutes just kind of fixing mine up. All right, and there we have it. I just need to let it dry now, and I will have my finished Keith Haring inspired family. I hope you enjoyed this. I really like it. I love the style of Keith Haring. It's playful, it's fun, and it's easily recognizable too. So now whenever you're out somewhere, if you see a t-shirt or if you see a painting that has Keith Haring art on it, you'll be able to recognize it. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you back here next time at the Heart of a Viking. HOB artists, don't forget to hop on over to Art Sonia to upload a photograph of your piece of artwork to your art portfolio. I can't wait to see it.